also extend a hearty welcome to all the respected teachers and participants present over here. Uh, on this second day, we are proud to have Professor Dilip Barad sir. He is an accomplished academic professional with extensive experience in the field of English language, literature, and education. He is currently the professor and head of the Department of English at Maharaja Krishnakumarsinhji Bhavnagar University in Bhavnagar, Gujarat. He has held various positions in academic governing bodies, including serving as a Dean of Faculty of Arts from 2018 to 2021 and the Chairman of Board of Studies for English since 2009. In addition to his current roles, Professor Dilip Barad actively contributes to the assessment and accreditation of higher education institutions. He serves as NAC assessor, taking on responsibilities. With over 26 years of teaching experience, he has mentored numerous students at different academic levels. He has guided several doctoral, MPhil, and master students on their thesis and dissertation. He has also actively engaged in research projects, including UGC funded research as well as MHRD e-content project on literary theory and criticism. He has published books and written numerous blogs on various topics. His research work has been published in reputed journals covering areas such as online instruction, South Asian literature, contemporary novels, and the integration of technology in teaching. He has also contributed chapters to books and has developed teacher training modules for organizations like RIE, NCERT Bhopal, and SCERT Assam. He has trained hundreds of teachers and scholars on topics such as online teaching, flipped learning, blended learning, and the integration of ICT in language learning and on research methodology. I feel privileged to invite him to deliver his presentation on digital tools for research. Respected Dr. Dilip Barad, sir.
A very good morning, everybody. Yeah. Thanks a lot for the detailed introduction. Thanks to the principal of the institute, Palvekar sir, the faculty from the Department of English, Nagpur University, for this opportunity. Uh, so today's topic, the topic that I have to deal is about research tools and the digital world. In the digital era, what kind of research tools are now being utilized by all the scholars. Yesterday, I shared a link with everybody. You all might have received, and around 30 responses I have received also in that. So our presentation, let me share the title slide, will be having these components. Let me share this. Yeah, okay. So in our this topic on digital tools for literary research, what we are planning to see is this roadmap. First of all, researcher profile in the digital era will depend upon what you have responded. Yesterday, one Google form was sent, and we will try to see what responses we have received in that. Then we will try to see what is the biggest challenge in using digital tools or doing research with the help of digital tool. One of the biggest challenge that comes in AI era is about plagiarism and AI. So we'll try to talk about that. And then we will try to see some of the tools which can be useful for searching, reviewing, writing, and drawing inferences. Okay? First of all, our digital profiling things. Okay? So let me share a screen where you all have given your responses. Okay? This was the form shared with everybody, and we received 31 responses here. The questions were of the nature where we can see whether the research scholars are aware about having a digital profile on various platforms. The very first thing that begins in using digital tools is to see whether, uh, as a scholar, do I have my digital profile or not? That is the first condition that comes here. Why it is important, that also we will try to justify, and we'll try to see that how in the era of digital things, it is now mandatory. It is almost, we can say, essential for everybody to have a digital profile. So our questions were like, whether you are on any of these platforms, like ORC ID, Scopus ID, Clarivate, Web of Science ID, Google Scholar, Vidwan, ResearchGate, Academia, IRINS, that we were asking these questions. Out of 31, only 4 of you, maximum number, said that you are on Google Scholar or on Academia. 1 or 2 on any other thing. So it means that this topic is quite relevant for this group, and it is important that we talk about this also, because most of the research scholars who are there in this group, they are not aware about this. From the responses that we have received, we are inferring, we are doing the inference, or we are drawing our inference based on your responses. We asked for ORCID links and other things. So we got one response for ORCID. Okay. If you try to see from where we got the responses and how far they are valid also. Like here we got one response for ORCID. Though when I try to open, let me see, might be some error in copy pasting the URL. Let me check again. Yeah. Okay, so we are still not able to get to the right place, or the record is not displayed. This is Amrapali Modak has given the thing, but record is not available. But at least we got an ORC ID. At least one person has an idea what ORC ID is and how it can be utilized. Okay. Okay. Then we have one here. Okay. Let me see. Let us try to open and see what we get here. Okay. Okay. This is on academia. Okay. On academia, Andrew Willington has given the link of that. Okay. Uh, we have not received any one scholar link we have, but I think we will not be able to. Let us see if we can get. No, we are not able to reach to the right destination from the scholar ID. Google Scholar ID, we have received 2 or 3, but that is not correct ID. Okay. ResearchGate ID, we have got one. Let us verify the ID. Okay. This is Adnan Kapadia has given one ID here. Okay. Okay, one ID is there. Okay. So that is all. I think the others have not given any responses. So we find that Scopus ID, nobody still has that, and we'll have to understand what all these things are and how they are very useful for the research scholars. Google Scholar also, IDs are not operational properly. 2 IDs we got, but it is not working properly. Okay? ResearchGate, one is working, the other is not working properly. Okay. So, as we have said, that there is a dire need to understand this. There were several questions that were asked, that how do you consider your research profile? What is the importance of that? Do you think you should have a digital research profile or not? And then where you should have it? How would you update your research profile and other things? Maximum say rarely or never. How frequently do you update your researcher profiles across different platforms? So, the group of participants in this particular workshop still are not having their accounts, so they might not be accessing or updating the things there. Are you, what is your primary motivation for maintaining your researcher profile? One is to connect with other researchers and collaborators, is one. The another maximum is to increase visibility and recognition of my work here, to increase the visibility and recognition of the work. Can anybody tell me, anybody in the group, you can unmute your mic or you can put it in the chat also, that why do you want to increase the visibility of your work, or in what way you say that your work is recognized? Uh, what is one single parameter to judge that the work is recognized, or what is the importance of increasing the visibility of a research? Yes, anybody would like to say here? Or you can put the comment in the chat. Yes, anybody, any participant would like to say why, what is the importance of this? Either in the chat or you can unmute the mic, whatever facilities are available, you can use, and you can say that why do you think that you want to increase the visibility of the research, or what way it can be useful? It is live streamed on YouTube also. So in case anybody is watching there, and if you want to put, you can put a comment in YouTube also. I have kept it open here on the different systems. I can also read a comment under YouTube live stream if you are joining from the live stream. Yes, any participant who would like to respond? We got a response from around 30 plus participants. We have around 9 to 10 people who have joined so far. So if any participant, any scholar would like to share, one question that I am asking, why do you want to increase the visibility of your research? Or what is the importance of making a research? One question that I am
Visible.
asking, why do you want to increase the visibility of your research? Yes, anybody? Milind Pawar is
Yes,
trying to
anybody?
speak anything. Yeah, you can either speak or you can also put a comment also. I think the participants have joined from their own locations, or they have assembled in one place and they have joined from there.
Uh, Sir, they have joined from one location. They are in the hall actually.
Acha, in the hall actually it is there. Okay, so they can speak. Anybody can come near mic and speak. Then they don't have to join separately. But if that is possible, if I don't know what kind of facilities are there in the hall, so there also, if you can keep a camera on and unmute the mic and come near and say, then also it is fine. Yeah. Then there is no need to join separately if you are in one classroom. Okay, by the time you get some
All
arrangements ready, let me move ahead, and you can be ready with some responses. to the question, by the time things get settled down in the hall, it will be good if I can see the audience, and if somebody can interact from the classroom. It will be good if somebody can have some interaction also. Okay, so that was one concern that we are saying, that why we want to increase the visibility, why we want to track our publications and citations. The second response, whether 14% responded to track my publications and citations, to connect with other researcher and collaborator, to comply with institutional requirements. Least number of people have said that. And then to demonstrate research impact for funding and promotion also. Okay, so in that we got maximum response in this, to connect with other people, and second is to increase visibility and recognition of the work. Some tools we have mentioned here. We will try to explore one or two tools there, and these are the things there. Okay? So this was a survey outcome. By and large, we can conclude from our survey outcome that the scholars are in need to be aware about having a digital research profile on some selected platforms, and why we should have that on a particular platforms, that we will try to justify. Okay, so our first part of our presentation is about that. Okay, okay. So in between, anybody is ready to make any kinds of responses, you can just let me know. Okay? And you can talk about to talk also. Okay? Okay, so now when we see this, that where research profile should be made and how it should be done, then the first thing that comes is ORC ID. ORC ID is a kind of an Aadhaar card for research scholars, but this is operational at global level. So when any research scholar is publishing any of the works, the journals which are having good practices, they will obviously ask for ORC ID, and our publication will be recorded not with our name but with our ORC ID. Now, why it is required? Because now we are seeing that there is a growing importance of citations. Number of publications are not as important as number of citations. So if I want to trace that how many times a particular scholar has been cited by other people, then there should be some common code, some number. We know that names are similar. So from name, it is very difficult to identify a particular scholar. So we require this, and so this ORC ID. It is a non-profit organization. We can just go to ORC website and open our account within a minute or two only, within 2 minutes only. Many of you, while responding, might have come across this, that somebody is asking me in a survey form that do you have ORC ID? And most of you tick mark, no, we don't have ORC ID. I would suggest, instead of giving no, you should have gone to ORC ID. You should have searched in Google, open an account and given the number. It would have taken only 2 to 3 minutes only, and not more than 3 minutes it would have taken if you would have visited a website, created an ID, and submitted in a form. It also might have created a very good impression about Nagpur RTM University, that the so many scholars are aware about what is ORC ID, and they also have ORC ID also. So, as a research scholar, the attitude that we need to develop our should be like we come to know in advance what is expected from us. The best thing about doing PhD, or what way do we value the people who are non-PhD and PhDs, in a way that the PhD people are aware what is expected from them in advance. So we need to develop the mindset that whenever I am doing some work, kind of an expectation might be there from me from the other side. How would I satisfy those expectations and perform better than what is expected. So my expectation as a resource person in this would be that in advance I will give. So the scholars will get some 12 to 15 hours, and 12 to 15 hours are good amount of time, one can say. So when they in advance they come to know that somebody is asking me in a survey that do you have this, that let me try to see what is this. If I go to the website, I can easily create my account. So let me create and then let me give that response also. But okay, fine. Yesterday you have not done, but today I hope you all will do it. You all will create your ORC ID. Also, we want to see that at least that is the outcome of our interaction with each other. That the group of people who are here, they all have ORC ID. When they send anything for publications in journals, they will use their ORC ID, and then we will see that how it is useful to us also. In fact, if you will send your publications for quality journals, they will ask that provide your ORC ID. If our scholars fail to provide, or they display ignorance that, well, what is this? I don't know. I'm doing PhD, and I don't know what is ORCID. Then that also is not fairly well justifiable proposition also. So I hope that everybody will be able to, you can open it within 2, 3 minutes, you will do that. Second one that comes is Web of Science, Clarivate Researcher ID. Earlier, Researcher ID was a separate thing. Now it has been taken over by Clarivate Web of Science. So they are merged together. So you can go to Web of Science website, Clarivate Web of Science website, and like ORCID, you can create your account also. Through ORCID also you can create, or otherwise also you can create your account on Web of Science also. So second ID as a researcher is about Web of Science. That also you can do it. Again, not more than 5 to 10 minutes. Not more than 5 to 10 minutes it will take in creating that. Now, third one is Scopus. Elsevier is running this Scopus indexing and this. On Scopus, you won't be able to create your ID. On Scopus, you won't be able to create the ID because only if you publish your paper in Scopus Index Journal, then only you will get a Scopus ID. So Scopus ID is something more respectable, something more respectable. So in future, when we as a research scholars talk with each other and somebody says that I have a Scopus ID, then our sense of respect grows for them. Well, it is good. You have a Scopus ID, means you might have published in a quality journal. Okay? So that is, so for that, you have to keep a target. You have to identify Scopus index journal of your research area, and you have to publish. We'll see some research tools how you can identify that. That also we will see today. Okay? So, but your focus in the 3 years of your PhD journey, at least one article in collaboration with your research supervisor should be published in Scopus indexed journals. Okay? So that is a kind of a goal setting for a long-term goal setting that we do that. In Flipnet and Vidwan platform, IRINs, we'll come to that at the end of the thing. Google Scholar, for example. Google Scholar also, you can go to Google scholar.google.com and you can create your ID. It will ask for institutional email ID for verification. So if you have institutional ID, it is good, it will be verified, but you can open from your own Gmail account also. But giving an ID is very important. Two participants gave the ID, but both are wrong. Both are wrong IDs. Okay? So you have to see it very carefully that what is the correct ID. When you click on that ID, you should land on that particular page where a particular scholar's profile is present and the works are being presented there. If any people have cited the work, Google Scholar machine will be operating and identify the citations and give a kind of a chart also. A bar chart is presented that how the things are cited. They give H index and other kinds of things also. So Google Scholar also you can create. If you have institutional ID, you will get a verified Google Scholar account also. Then is a ResearchGate. ResearchGate and academia. These two are social media accounts for research scholars. They are social media accounts for research scholars. So suppose you have published a paper, but that is in a book format and not available online. It's a book chapter or it's a book, or you have published in a print journal, but we want to see that all our research work is available on digital platforms. But the journal itself is in print only. So what can I do? I can pick up my article and share it through ResearchGate or academia. And if there is online, that also I can do. There is no problem with online but offline publications. For print publication, this is a good idea. See why we want to do this? Because we want to reach out to many people. We want to reach out to the people. We have to do that. I'm reading one comment by Mr. Andrew Willington here. Okay? You are endorsing the viewpoint. Thanks a lot. Okay? Why we want to see that our research is reaching out to many people, other people are using it, citing it, and my research is useful to somebody. See, when as a uh, humanities research scholar, as a humanities research scholars, we always will face a criticism from technology and science that our research means their research is very useful, but what is the usefulness of our research? Whether we do research or we do not do, what difference does it make? And it is very difficult for us to justify. Somehow we try to justify, but then we ourselves are not convinced with the idea that what way my research is truly useful to people. If somebody is citing my research, at least I can say that this many research scholars are using my research. It is useful to them at least in research area. So even for that concern that what is the usefulness of my research and what way I can give a measurable, quantifiable data, then citation is one thing which is there. And we need to learn a lot many things about citations and other things that why we, that is humanities people, lag behind science scholars, whether it is in publications or it is in citation index or everywhere, we are lagging behind a lot. And we need to learn some lessons from the way the research community is operating at a global level. Humanities people are still not operating at that level with the global communities. So, ResearchGate and academia are social media accounts where you can share your research work. For ResearchGate, you will require institutional email ID. With Gmail, it will not allow you to open an account on ResearchGate. All teachers, if you are a teacher, if you are working anywhere, your institute will give you an email ID also. Research scholar also can request to universities or institutes where they are working for this ID there, and it will be very good also for them to see that they get the ID. Then they can explore all these things. Also, all research scholar should have institutional IDs. It is a necessary part also. Nowadays, even UG students are given institutional IDs under ERP system. Under ERP system, all colleges, UG colleges are also giving institutional ID to their UG students. PG students are not given an institutional ID is a kind of a injustice. But we are not even asking also because we are not aware about this digital research profiling. So we think that I have Gmail, it works. What is the purpose of this? So we still have not reached to that point where we realize the importance of institutional ID also. Academia, you can open within a minute. Right now itself, with your own ID, you can open academia also. Okay, so far what we have seen: ORCID, Web of Science, Scopus, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and Academia. 6 IDs we have seen. Out of these 6 IDs, ORC you can open right now, Web of Science you can open right now, Google Scholar you can open, Academia you can open. Which IDs you won't be able to open? ResearchGate. ResearchGate you can open only if you have institutional ID. Scopus only if you have a publication in Scopus indexed journals. Otherwise, you won't be able to open that. So our immediate goal, like today evening, we all will have ORC ID, Web of Science ID, Google Scholar ID, Academia ID. And this we all will have as a short-term goal for today. Long-term goal, like within a week, 15 days or a month, I will get institutional ID and then I will open ResearchGate. And something for 1 year or 2 years, that within 1 year or within 2 years time during my PhD, I will have Scopus ID. How will I get it? I will publish a paper in that. Publishing a paper in such quality journals normally takes 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, or more than that also. More than that time also is consumed, but it is never within 3 months or less than 3 months time. It normally is a very long process. So if you start today to target a Scopus journal, then maybe at the end of 1 year or 2 years, you may get that ID also. Now comes the point of Vidwan and IRINS. Vidwan and IRINS platform. Before we reach there, if we see some of the other slides, why all these things are required? Because research metrics are very important. Journal impact factors are there. And then individual scholars impact factors are also very important. There are various parameters in which this all citations are measured. This is Horhy, George Horhy's index known as H index. And it also gives a formula that if you have, if an author has 5 publications with 9, 7, 6, 2, and 1 citations, ordered from greatest to least, then the author's H index is 3, because the author has 3 publications with 3 or more citations. So that way, this H index is judged also. Then there is G index, and it also has its own formula that how many research papers are cited, how many times. How many papers, how many times. That is how it is, how many times it is cited. That is always very important in this. I-10 index by Google Scholar, and it tries to say that the citation should be cited at least 10 times. In 10 sources, if that is available, then you get one I-10 index. Okay? Then we come to IRINS and our Vidwan platform. Now, for example, what is IRINS? And it's IRINS is something that is run by Inflibnet platform. Inflibnet, and it is an Indian Research Information Network Systems. We know that today we are in a time where when I talk about Scopus, Web of Science, or any other such platforms, many of you might have this question that, well, this all are Western systems, and why should we follow the Western systems? Why should we not decolonize ourselves? Lots of we are the masters of post-colonialism also. So obviously we tend to keep on talking about all these post-colonial arguments in this regards also, and we try to negate uh, any of those standard systems which are coming from Western countries that we try to deny and to accept also. Uh, just a minute. Just. Yes, so that is how we try to see. Nowadays, I do give an argument that either we should have our own system, which is at par with Western systems, or we need to use another word instead of Western. Western is problematic. The Western companies ruled over the other countries. So there is this hierarchy of subjugating the other people, imposing their knowledge systems on other people, rewriting their histories and identity politics, and everything comes into that. But if we replace the word Western with global, because we are in globalized era, globalization is celebrated a lot also. So why can't there be some systems which are global systems? And in that, we are not forced by anybody to not to have our own global system. If we make our own interesting quality system, then the other people will also follow it. They also will try to follow. If we know that QS ranking and this THE rankings, wherein Chinese ranking systems are also at par. People are level. The only thing we need to improve the quality of the things, and then things will operate. And but we somehow are failing in having the quality standards and maintaining those standards also. Our UGC care list has failed desperately. We have to discontinue with care list. It was a very good movement that India will have its own indexing platform like Scopus or Web of Science. There will be a third layer, which will be UGC care list, consortium of research work. But somehow we fail to do that. That failure is also a mark that we need to rethink before we use our tools of post-coloniality, or we try to disown, or we try to disregard the Western systems in research things. We need to think that what is an alternative? Are we able to give a proper alternative or qualitative alternative or not? One very interesting thing that is happening is under InflibNet and this IRINS. IRINS is Indian Research Information Network System. At least we all should be part of this. If forget about ORCID or Scopus or Web of Science, why should we not consider IRINS as something which we all celebrate it? We all actively get involved with it and we work on this also. So IRINS, Indian Research Information Network Systems. IRINS creates various instances. Instances are means like on the map of India you are seeing right now, that it shows that how many higher education institutes have joined with IRINS to calculate their research outcome, auto calculate their research outcome. This. Now see, why we want a digital research profile? Because if we all will have digital research profile, then only our research work will be calculated by digital tools. If I say I don't want this, all tools, I don't want to be on digital platforms, then my work will not become a part of calculations which are happening at Indian level. I am again using that post-colonial argument, and if you want to fight with that, we should have our own system. We have our system, but our contribution is still very problematic. Now, for example, why I say this, if you will see on this map, can you see the figures? Are you able to read the figures? Anybody? Yeah, now if you are ready to have some interaction from your end, are you able to read figures or the things? Yeah. Yes, okay, yes. So can anybody say what are the figures? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we got Gina also says yes, but what are the figures? Nobody's able to talk from that end. 296, okay, fine. Yeah, 308, yes. 296, 308, 227, okay, fine, yes. Okay. So we will see that western side where we all belong. We all are, I am from Gujarat. We all belong to this part. And there, compared to four corners of India, it is list. It is list. Less number of institutes have contributed or been part of this IRIN's Indian project. Indian, because the post-coloniality becomes very heavy on us. We keep on talking about all those gulami ke pratik, the symbols of slavery, mental slavery, and all those things. So India, our own system working on this, and we see now if you see South India, we'll see it is more than all the other three, more than all the three. So quality of educational institutes, this can be one of the parameters to judge it. This can be one. I don't say that if you have a big number here, the quality will improve. It is not like that. But still, one of the parameters that how quality conscious we are so far as research profiling is concerned. And in future, where more and more research tools will be used in this manner, this will become a prominent parameter to judge the things also. Then they give institutional, like when if I go down, I will find it is breaking into various parts. And if we come down to Nagpur, for example, then we'll see that in Nagpur, how many institutes are there, which are the part of this all institutes. And then we can visit the institute from here also. So for example, let us see RTM, Nagpur University. Somebody's sound is coming back here. Somebody's, I think YouTube is on, so the sound is coming back from somebody's side. Apeksha, your sound is on, Apeksha. YouTube is on, the sound is coming back from Apeksha, your sound. Hello. Okay. Okay. So this is one. So, for example, if you see this institute, then we will find here the chart of citations and other things. And now you will see the departments. You will see biochemistry, botany, chemistry, economics, geology, information science, pharmaceutical, department of physics. You will not see any humanities department. You are not seeing English department, Hindi department, even in social sciences also, where only economics is visible, no other departments are. And again, economics performance is much lower than the other institute also. So you'll see science departments. Science departments, they have maximum output in terms of H index, in terms of cross-ref citations also. And this all is done automatically. How it is done? For example, it shows that the top 10 profiles of the research outcome from RTM Nagpur University. If I pick up one profile, I will see here that there is ORC ID given here, Scopus ID given there, Google Scholar ID. So it is automatically collecting information from ORC ID, Scopus ID, and Google Scholar ID. From there, the information is gathered and it is coming on Vidwan platform. Vidwan platform. And you will see this is a circle of collaboration. Collaborate. The more you collaborate, the more better outcome you are able to show. So that also we need to learn. Collaborative publications are also very important also. So now you can understand that why ORC ID, Scopus ID, Google Scholar ID are important, or any other such globally accepted IDs. What we say, globally accepted IDs. How, why that is very important for us to see. So first step is all research scholars, all teachers, all supervisors shall have digital research profiling on these platforms which are globally accepted. Let us come out from the idea of these are Western and these are Eastern. Let us think, let us be a global citizen and think in terms of being global, and try to enhance our own output in such a manner that is globally accepted also. But without that, it will be nearly impossible in a digital era to function also. So that was one part that I wanted to say. The second question, very quickly, that I want to discuss is about plagiarism and AI, the question of ethics that come also. So, what way plagiarism and AI? What is these two things? AI generated context is not known as plagiarism, and what is the difference that we have to see? So, first point that we need to see in this is about this that just a minute. Source and ownership, ownership idea, that how we try to look at this source and ownership in this. So what is plagiarism and what is AI response? Both the things are quite different in their context. Plagiarism is copying someone else's existing work without credit. That is theft of authorship. AI response generated new text based on learned patterns, not directly taken from any single source. So that is how it differs. Second one, if we see, uh, second point, uh, plagiarism is intentionally uh, or carelessly presenting author's ideas as one's own. Academic dishonesty, whereas AI response is assistance for drafting, summarizing, or idea generation. Ethical use depends on proper acknowledgement and verification. So when we are using AI, if we give proper acknowledgement, then it is not plagiarism. But both the things are quite different also that we need to keep in mind. And then we can see here that verification and traceability also is equally important in this part. Uh, uh, Plagiarism is detectable because it is available somewhere. AI response is not, because it is synthesized content. It is not traceable there. So plagiarism is a theft, but AI is a mere tool which is used by us. And when I say tool, we also have to keep in mind that language also is a tool. We do not invent our own language. It is already pre-existing, made by somebody. Before I was born, language existed. So I have to use that only. So AI is a tool, like a language, and it is used by the people also. I would suggest you all to do this activity to identify with the help of AI that how we can understand the use of AI as such also. Uh, while you are sitting there and working on it, you can work on this, and you can do this activity. Ask Chat GPT this prompt, this question there. Ask to Chat GPT. The prompt is something like this. Search the web and provide me with the official AI usage policies or guidelines from leading publishers and organizations. Specifically, find and share the links to Elsevier's AI policy for authors and researchers, Taylor and Francis guidelines on AI and authorship, UN UNESCO guidelines on AI in education and research, any other major academic bodies like Springer, IEEE, and their AI related policies. Please give me the direct links to the official sources along with a short summary of each policy. Right now, we do not have enough time to see that, but you can take a photograph right now or take a screenshot and later on try this and see with ChatGPT or any other AI tool, and you will find that by and large all these guidelines are allowing people to use AI, but with some terms and conditions. Those terms and conditions are very important also. Okay, so for the third part of our discussion, digital tools for searching, reviewing, writing, and drawing inferences. This is a list of several digital tools which can be utilized by people for various purposes for the research work. First and very important thing is to find quality resources to review. Whether I want to start my research or once I have started my research, I have to do literature review. And why do we do literature review? We do literature review for uh, finding the gap in the research. I want to find the gap in the research. Most of the people, what they do, I have seen this name also in the survey form also, and that is Shodh Ganga. Shodh Ganga, people go and they try to see the thesis and other things. But I now suggest my scholars that instead of reading to any thesis, better go for journals, quality journals, and find quality articles from journals. How can you do that? How can you find those things? So, one tool that I would like to explore here is journal finders. Journal finders. One example I am showing here is Taylor and Francis journal suggester AI tool. Journal suggest. Now, see why we want to do this, because we want to do a review of the quality work so that I can find a better gap for the research. Uh, Instead of going to the books or thesis, the better option is to go to quality journals and find the article. So I want to find quality journals so that I can refer to the articles. Okay. For example, if my work is on post-colonialism, here I can put my abstract also, or some keywords I can give here, and reveal journal suggester. Okay. Now this kind of tools can be useful for both the purpose. Both the purpose it can be useful, and both the purpose means for reviewing and then publication also. So I got some of this journals where I can try to identify. For example, if I say this globalizations is there, Journal of Postcolonial Writing is there, Cultural Studies, African Renaissance, and this all third world postcolonial studies, that all I can get from here. Okay? Supposing if I select this one article here, this journal, so I can reach to the journal and I can browse through various things also. Issues, another thing, latest articles, if I want to explore, then I can explore various articles also, and that can also help me in finding the things there. Okay? So if I open the articles and I can view PDF here, okay, and I can download the PDF also. Okay? This now normally we all can't do this, but because I am connected with Honest platform. Honest, you all are aware about Honest platform, one nation, one subscription platform, which is a very good platform for all the research scholars, because free of cost we get quality journals and quality research work we get from this particular platform. Let's take this one. Honest, one nation, one subscription. So if you are connected with this, I hope in your this research work also or in coursework also you should be given some guidance about how to use honors, one nation, one subscription. Now you can see here that I can download the articles free of cost also from this. But at the same time, I can see that if I want to publish a paper in this, I can refer to Cost Finder also. Cost Finder. And then I see here open access publication if I want to do. Calculate your article publishing charges. My article is an original article, and I belong to which country? So I select country from here, and then it will show me that around 3,300 US dollars, 3,300 US dollars. So if we see as of today, how much rupees it will be. So it will come around, as per today's currency rate, uh, 2,92,000 rupees. That will be official APC, article processing charges for publication in the journal. So what will be the cost? 2,92,000 rupees in an open access. Officially, website is showing this. If you belong to poor countries, you may get a discount and waiver. But as now India is a Viksit India, we have to pay more money also. But this is how we can find quality journals, articles, and how we can get a publication. And in that context, how honors is a very good way to look at that other thing also. I would like to suggest one more platform tool here. For example, citation gecko. Citation gecko. If we see now, why we require this kinds of things. Now, for example, I am search for papers, and my paper is again. Let me give post-colonial studies here, and I get this list. I am selecting all the papers as a seed papers, and I have added all the papers as a seed papers. I make this graphical presentation here. So it shows me that this particular paper is cited this many times. This many way it is cited. Which paper is this? I click on this yellow dot, and it is showing me here. And this I can open here. I click here. Why this is important for me? Because this helps me to tell that this particular research work must be something very important work. And if I am doing research in a particular area, I should cite from this all sources. This work should be reviewed by me because so many people have reviewed this work. So this it comes, and then I try to open to see what is that. So it is a social construction of post-colonial studies. It's a book chapter by David Scott. Its DOI number also is available, and how one can access from different platform like Gestor also is giving an access to that. Gestor again is a very good platform. It's taking some time in opening the pages here. Okay? Okay, so this way one can reach to that place, and I should review this because it is cited by so many people. It is my seminal work. So, what is our second parameter for reviewing the work of art is that the work should be cited by maximum people. That work should be reviewed by me. Now, when you go to Shodh Ganga and when you try to review thesis, they are not cited by so many people. You require citation index. Now, UGC has started citation index for PhD thesis also, but it will still take time. We don't know whether the UGC care kind of fiasco may happen or not. But this way we can cite that the work which is cited maximum time, this. Now I can't do this all alone. I require some digital tools to do that. So Citation Gecko is one such tool. Another one is OpenLX also. OpenLX tool also helps people in finding the work which is cited by maximum people, and then it can be utilized for reviewing of a research work. If I say film studies, if I want to search, then I can get references. Okay. And if I see reinventing the film studies, this reinventing film studies, it's a book. It is cited by 631 people. 631 citation is there of that particular work. So 631 hereby the chart also is coming, and how it has been cited. So that will help me to see that, okay, this work is cited maximum time. So I should review that particular work and see what work is done in that. This is 101 times cited. This is 188 times citation. So that way, OpenLX helps us in giving that how and in what manner the work has been cited by different people, so that I can do a quality review of a research work also. So, identifying a quality journal finders, uh, finding a particular article with maximum citations, OpenLX, Citation Gecko, and in a similar way, there are many other such tools which are available where people can explore the tools in different areas. So this is the list of various tools which can be useful to research scholars for doing variety of work also. We are coming to the end of our time here, so I end my talk here. And in case there are any questions or other thing, then we can have Q&A for a while. Yes, Gina is asking, is the access free? As I told, through Honors, you will get a free access. And the Citation Gecko, OpenLX, they are freely available. They are all free tools. Are there? Yes, any other questions? If you have, you can put in the chat or you can ask here also. Okay, so can you please explain the process of Scopus publishing? Go to Scopus website, find the journal as we have done with Taylor and Francis, and normally they are all online submissions. They all have to just read the guidelines for author, and whichever page is there for submission of the work, submit it online. Uh, in most of the cases, there is online submission only for this all quality journals. There are no middlemen as such, or not even email through you can send the paper, but through the web portal of the journal, you have to submit the papers. First, find the quality journal, go to the website, uh, read about the author services, and submit it with whatever expectations they have for the research paper. Yes, okay. That was from Gina. Any other questions or any queries? You can either come live or you can put in the chat. Yeah, okay. So fine. Then if there are no further questions, then we can end the session.
Thank you very much, sir. Uh, Now I invite Mrs. Dipti Jipkate to propose the formal vote of thanks. Dip- Mrs. Dipti Jipkate. Dipti Jipkate, are you there? Uh,
Okay, fine. No need as
no, no,
such.
no,
Yeah.
definitely.
Acha, okay.
On behalf of Place of Higher Learning and Research of Department of Postgraduate Studies of Rashtra Sant Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur City and of Santaji Mahavidyalaya Nagpur, I am immensely grateful to Dilip Barad, uh, Department of English at Maharaja Krishnakumarsinhji Bhavnagar University, Bhavnagar, for the valuable insights and sir, frankly speaking, in this age of AI and in this age of technology, this kind of a knowledge and this kind of information is very much relevant in the field of research. For your insightful remarks on behalf of both the organizations, I extend a hearty welcome to you. And with this formal vote of thanks, this session comes to an end. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks.